go.
For a ride, I guess.
Of course. I'm all ready.
You just got back from Sospel.
Yes.
Can we talk about
Sospel and Italy?
And Italy.
We talk to this later.
And I don't know, like the feeling is fresh now. You have some good feedback from now.
All right, let's go in the sun then. Let's go in the sun. I don't want, it's cold here. Why you tell me this when I'm almost ready?
Because you just got back. I know the video will be online the 1st of June, but I want you to talk about it now because...
I don't even remember.
Come on, it was 3 days ago.
Is it good here? Good? Is it good here? Can you see the mountain? What do you want to know?
First, in the video I've seen many people. How many of you were there?
I think 35 or 38 people, journalists, myself as a rider, engineers, Loic as a mechanic, and yeah, the crew from Santa Cruz to organize everything, the cool bus, we organize all the shuttle.
The mafia?
The mafia, they're so rad, with Ash as well. Ash! Loads of front, you stupid roast beef, loads of front.
Control your traction and loads the front,
He will know what he means. Yeah, it was cool with them, we hang out, super, everything was so dialed. I arrived like the first day in Sospel, they had all the runs line up. Basically Ash been organizing and sculpting and cleaning all the trails around as a roast beef. And he's a TP, like Trans-Provence brother. Then super amazing guy, really fun, really good rider, and he showed us all the good things and everything was so dialed, all the buses. He had the buses, like the transporter to bring the people, and the other buses to put the bikes, like super good setup, like 3 or 4 of them, and 3 or 4 of them transporter. Then every time we go down, we regroup, go into another run, and after we had lunch ready, and we go for more ride in the afternoon, and just finding out the first day kind of group I would take, like the fast boys. And after we had as well the Juliana, couple ladies and journalists as well, with Anneke, girlfriend of wife, of Sven Martin. And Sven was there, and Gary Peckin. Oh man, it was hilarious. But all this was like super. I think we did 10,000 meters of descent in the 3 or 4 days. It was gnarly. Like,
it's important when you try a bike to ride a lot.
Yeah, that's especially that kind of bike. Can I say the bike now because it's going to be released?
Yes, totally.
Okay, that was the new Nomad.
Now talk about the bike.
Oh man, unbelievable. All right, I ride the Santa Cruz High Tower. Love it because big wheels, totally enduro kind of performance bike, really good climbing, angles, meant everything for enduro, and for me that's the bike I ride every day. Showing up over there, I know the old Nomad, I like it, but it's 27.5. I like more the fitting on 29, and I'm like, all right, let's go.
And which equipment you had mounted on the Nomad?
Well, that was a thing, you know, like when you're a racer, you have your own sponsor. I'm sponsored by DVO, Rotor, Physics, and on, you know, Magura. All those different things are kind of personal. But when you do a product launch, you need to kind of ride what the people are going to ride, because you need to have a relation with them. Then I could have some parts I changed on the bike, but we received the fork too late. Suspension, then I ride where I was on. But at the end of the day, it was a product launch. You need to respect what is on spec. Then that's what I ride. But the fun was there anyway. The spirit was high. First thing I do before the journalists come, I just take the bike just for a ride. I wanted to climb on the road. I think you're going to see that on my videos because I was filming. Yeah, I was filming. Then I climbed the car. I'm like, okay, it's going to take me forever to go to the top of the hill. We started climbing, and I was pretty surprised. Like, I don't know if I was excited about riding a new bike, or if the bike was actually climbing really good because I had the coil on. You know, okay, climbing, felt really good. Not diving into the travel, not having, you know, like the crank set on the front, you know, like pedaling more like this. And I was like, wow, that's pretty rad. Okay, that was check. I find a couple trails, start riding, the feeling was good, clearance really good on climbing, I was not touching the crank. And right away what I felt is like I could use the bike as much as a high tower in terms of pumping. I was not diving through the suspension, go like, and just like pumping and making a big effort and not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Really surprised about that. But I was the first day, I'm like, Cedric, you excited? Like, we'll see tomorrow. Start riding the next day, like super rough, like rocks everywhere, like bike floating, because you know all those rocks in Sospel are gnarly and really rough ground, like slippery for braking. But the bike was like, I was really comfortable with it. I don't know, it felt like every time I released the brakes, I was shitting myself because, you know, in a normal stuff, super active bike, I was riding a XL, super active bike, I can do what I want with it, you know, like really playful, but I was really surprised, and every time I just let the bike go, it was just like too pump, and it was doing the same effect than I was pedaling, and the bike was just like pinning, and I was the one who just was getting scared, and I was like hitting the brakes both. And the thing I really liked, all of a sudden my feeling was exactly going down on a V10, because the way the linkage and everything is, it's like it's so similar. Then when you ride down and you hit that speed, it just feels like a V10. Everything is working under, nothing is moving at the top, and you're like, whoa. But this was kind of short trail, not too rough, but I could feel this thing already. And after we moved to different trail, we went to Italy when it's a longer trail, beat up and full on high speed. And man, I was with Nico from Velover and Loic from Santa Cruz. I think we pushed a little bit too much. Man, the blind riding, try to read the terrain like flat out, try to find where is a corner, because no one could open in front of us because there was a little bit too slow. Then we take over and they're like, okay, you guys go there, it's going to be like this and like this, but you don't know where you're going. But just leaves all over the ground, and under the ground was just like beat up track with just massive rocks, just like you don't know where they are, they're under the leaves. Dude, I was like this, and I was like, oh my god, because you feel like you see the trees, everything goes so quick, and I was like, well, Cedric, cheat out. And people behind was just actually trusting me so much, that it was amazing. It was a great testing because they could feel the speed, they can have a really feel about the bike, about playing with that platform, because they basically raise the platform and the suspension. Then that's why you don't dive in as much as maybe the old bike. This one just staying a little bit higher, and it's just more dynamic. And but man, when you release and it start to hit the full travel, man, like a V10, just like it was gnarly. It felt like it was on an enduro bike. It felt like I was on V10.
Wow.
And the climb like an enduro, like a high tower, and I was like, wow. And I came back, I was so stoked, because but something who surprised me the most about all this, we didn't have just the bike, we had the new Santa Cruz wheels. Yeah, we have Santa Cruz. That's news for you, eh? Carbon wheels, lifetime warranty.
Interesting.
That's what you want. You get a pair of wheel, carbon, someone give you, okay, I think we work hard enough for 3 years to make the best wheels, and they explain us the way, because we had Seb, the engineers like who work at Santa Cruz, who at his project, and basically, man, like that's probably the first time I ride wheels who are carbon, who are not crazy stiff, like too stiff to have like maybe losing grip or uncomfortable. But those kind of things, we try to, when you're a racer, you try to have sometimes too stiff stuff. And yeah, but you're racing, then it's one thing. But like for normal riding, you actually want something will work good, with stiff enough but not too crazy. It just like give you extra grip really in the corner, and it was just amazing because usually I ride a higher pressure on those kind of on carbon wheels, but on there I could drop by 200 grams easy without pushing and going to really beat up track. Yeah, then it was a testing of the bike, testing of the wheels. You will know more about the wheels, more details, like we definitely have more about those wheels, talking about, you know, the dish, it's offset. You will see the wheels on pictures and even on video. I think I filmed them, and there's 3 sizes for like there are 30, because we have, sorry for the boys, sorry for the bus noise, boys. We have I don't know what they're doing. I think they're probably taking pictures of the trees. And
different size.
Different sizing on the wheels. You will know more about it, but voila, super stoked. You know, is to have those wheel lifetime warranty, and this is pretty mental. You know, like showing up with a wheel is one thing, showing up with a life warranty is another thing. You know, like for 3 years it was a big thing for them, especially for Seb. It's his project. Killed it. I'm happy for him because it's. I mean, I enjoyed it a lot, and super happy because the feeling I had on the bike with those wheels was just amazing, and the way you can actually drop the pressure was sick. You know, like a lot more compound on the ground, a lot. It just makes the balloon of the tire a lot better, and I think it definitely succeeded on that. And Santa Cruz just like going flat out, released that Nomad bike, spot on.
Talking about engineers, was it interesting to listen to them when they talked about the new bike?
Talking about engineers was definitely, and the product manager was, you know, a good thing as well, because, you know, when we go there, when I ride those mules, the mules when they start to do the bike, you know, because we ride the mules like this, we can have a feedback of, we have 3 mules, and every mule we ride, you know, we make a description of what we like, what we don't like about this, but I mean, they have all those 3 things. You know, we ride those bikes already in America a long time ago, the 3 mules, because mule is basically you have one bike with one setup, the second bike with another setup, different geometry. There are 3 different geometry little tricks. Then you ride, you tell what you think, what you like about mule 1, 2, and 3, and after many riders ride, like some of professionals, myself, or I am a professional, or I was. Some people from the factory, from engineers, like a little bit of everything, and couple random people. But it's really hard to keep a secret because you ride in Santa Cruz and stuff is so hard. That's why you probably see one of the pictures, I think, from one bike who had a flat tire upside down.
The white one, right?
Yeah, the white one. This, yeah, picnic or whatever called. Picnic, no picnic. The other one is sneak peek, whatever. Then yeah, we've been developing those bikes, and that's why we help. And after, to have those engineers and product manager to talk to us about, okay, we put this, we did that, and why is the reason. It was hard to fit everything, and why is that? And well, it's just amazing because you learn a lot more and you educated from the side of the engineer, and I'm sharing the feeling of the rider. Then for the journalists, I think it's great. We can take pictures, we hang out, and usually in the evening we're having a couple of having a good time. Everyone have a blast, especially when you're doing so many meters of descent. It don't happen every day. Everyone was stoked, like 10,000 meters is huge. Sick.
Talking about evenings and night activities, what happened precisely the last night?
All right. Attends, il va se casser le bus. Can you hear that? No? Of course, the bus just laughed. Thank you. All right, evening. First evening was pretty good, but because we was living a little bit higher in the mountain, then we avoid some of the heavy drinking. But when it came to Italy, another game just went on. People were sharing stories from me when I was younger and racing, because one guy was racing with me. You know, just like really good vibe, really amazing. And I think that's one of the most important things is like we can actually connect to the people, and it go behind the riding as well, like knowing the people, what they're doing living as a journalist, where did they go, what kind of trail do they like to ride, whatever, everything, even family. We all talk, and it's pretty sick. We go home, usually quite late, 3 or 4, and next day it's 8 o'clock breakfast, and we go for even bigger riding. And last night it was so sick. And after that, we all take a shower. An hour later, you all go down. It's like, okay guys, we have a surprise. We're going to go back to the nice it's like a village up in the hill, like not a cliff, but above all the trails. We go there, nice restaurant, amazing. We eat, bam bam bam, a lot, because you have 5 or 6 courses in Italy, just never end. And after that, we was like, all right, we're going to see something special. And we see the, how do you call it, sorcière?
Witch.
A witch. We went and see the witch. Man, it was gnarly. We make a big fire after that. They lay down the fire and we have to walk on the fire. Like, you know, you have to make concentration, and first you have to, when I make a fire, you have a candle with black and one, you know, for the positive and what you want to have rid of your mind or whatever, something so crazy. And you're like, oh, you get into it big time, because the girl, she's so into it. So, and she didn't have any problem for breathing. She was well equipped. And, and you know, it was cool. She gave us a little thing you put around the neck with, like the logo we're going to burn after. Then we walk on the thing, you know, you need to concentrate yourself about what you want to do in the future, where you want to see your life going. And you was like, all right. Walking, I was so scared to burn my feet, and I was like, all right, go for it. And I remember Anneke went for it because she was so ready. She was really emotional for her. And I was, okay, you have to dig in, Cedric, dig in, come on, dig in. All the town was there. And I was like, start walking, good. I was so comfortable, I wanted to do a moonwalk, but I'm like, this is not appropriate. Then past it, then an hour, pretty happy, and after that my feet was a little bit warm. One on the right was actually a little bit burning. I was like, whoa. Then after that, she showed us before or after, I don't remember. She told us like about the spirit, you can break everything. Then she gave me an arrow. I saw her doing it, and you have to push into you put the arrow, the pointy here, and you have to go with commitment, just like forward, and you have to break it. Trust. You guys forget the trust.
But we thought it's fuck. We thought it's fuck.
Is it like cheap wood, or it's pretty tough?
I don't know. It didn't break that easy when I went in. But it's gnarly. It's more the commitment you're doing it, because it's pushing there, and you're like, when you break, you're like.
Is it pointy?
It's pointy, but not like definitely for hunting.
Okay.
You will not hunt something, but still, I was the only one to go there in the beginning, and after I filmed some of my mates like Will Alkerton and a couple of the guys did it. It was pretty sick. It was just more the mental thing, how to do it, and you know, basically teaching us with your mindset and the commitment you have, you could do anything. And it was pretty cool because they bring everyone together again. It was more emotional. It had nothing to do with biking, but it was something really good. Just to bring everyone for the last night, and after we went back to the same bar and we went
flat out again.
It was hilarious, and Sven Martin wanted to drink me out, and I was so tired. And the next day we have to leave and pack, and at the end of the day it was just a beautiful 4 days of event. It was like they had this shit done. It was amazing. It was not too luxury. It was beautiful riding. They set up the thing, then it was perfect for riding, but to have something low-key, not the 5-star hotel or anything like this.
Very French.
Really French and really friendly. Then that was awesome because the food was good and it was just cool, you know, like that's things I like to do because it's amazing. You share a lot more, you go home, you have big memories. That's why I'm talking about it now like it was yesterday, because I have all those memories. But we definitely have a good time, and big ups to the guy from school bus, man. They killed it. Ash is absolutely brilliant the way he just managed to bring us to all those different trails they've been, you know, cleaning, and yeah, everyone would come us big. I mean, it was some big drives to the top of some mountain to have those 2,000 drop or 1,200, and the accumulation of everything was huge. And the drivers as well, super cool guys. Most of them from the UK, driving the bus for us. Every time we had water, we had snacks.
That's good.
It was mint.
Yeah,
and the funny thing, we had the gendarmerie in Sospel because that's a border, and some people passed some illegal people, you know. Then it was amazing because I had someone give me a drone at the Mavic. I was start like this, and I start to fly over the police, and the police was there looking at me because I guess you're not allowed. Then after that, the storm is like, "How you doing?" I was the only one speaking French, and I was like, "Yeah, good." And the drone, I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's his." It was an American guy, one guy. I'm like, "Yeah, it's his." He's like, "Can you tell him to he can fly at the top of the hill, but not above us?" I'm like, "Oh, how we tell him?"
Voilà.
Bonne journée à vous.
Bonne journée, profitez-en.
Ah ben là,
c'est le top.
alors là t'inquiète, on va y aller. Mais il fait chaud déjà là.
Ouais, ça chaud.
Merci.
Bonne journée.
Merci. Ciao. Lads, not allowed to fly the drone over the police. We're not allowed. No drone over the checkpoint. Because that's the border, they stay here all day and they see the travel every day with us coming with a bike. Sven Martin tried to do a slalom between the cones, drop the cone that picks them up. You know, they was cool. They see us every day. They look what we have if we don't transfer people from the mountain. Cool lads, unbelievable. And that's the first time I eat some soca.
Really?
They told me it's really Sospel recipe. It was really good with chickpea, pois chiche, chickpea, whatever, with olive oil, and they make a in the oven. Sick. And at the end of the day, the bike is, man, oh man, definitely a bike you want to ride in the bike park. If you have one bike to buy and you do a lot of bike park like this, and we have to climb, done. But yeah, I was really amazed, and I'm a really fan of my high tower, but I was really amazed. Those guys, chapeau.
Talking about the high tower, time to ride.
Time to ride. Now the big boy is ready. Oh man, right away I came back and I started riding the high tower in the bike park. You know, Ingalls was different and stuff, but it was so good because I was behind some guy with DH bike. I was like, whoa! Those guys were spinning. All of a sudden, I'm like, holy shit! Maybe it's a little bit too much for mine because we went to the downhill track. Pretty sick, but now I want to ride. I'm tired of talking. It's hot too.
Okay.
We going?
Always a good finish. Eh?